I woke up after a weed nap next to my ex, which was as sober as I got at the time, a weed nap. And I sat up in bed and spontaneously started making this loud noise. I like sat up really bolt upright, like very erect posture, and just started belting out this noise. I didn't know what it was at the time, but immediately subsequent to the event, I learned that what I was doing was chanting. I spontaneously started making a noise going, and I had no idea what I was doing. Neither did my girlfriend at the time, who was trying to shush me. But by the third time I made the noise with a full breath in and a full exhale, I started to feel euphoric, like pins and needles feeling, but a little more blissful, I suppose. So I continued to make the noise 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Every time I repeated this noise with a full exhale, this euphoria I was experiencing increased not incrementally, but exponentially. To the point where by the 6th time I make this noise, it was as if I was having a full body, vibrating, spiritual blissgasm. And I was hovering 3 inches off of the bed is what it felt like. Rapid vibrating my entire body. And then by the 7th time I made that noise, this is where I lose a lot of people, and I don't blame them, because all I have to say about what actually happened has been said before. You've heard it. I feel like I'm repeating cliches, but it's the truth. What happened was, the 7th time I made this noise, as soon as I made the noise, it's like somebody flipped a switch. And all of a sudden, I was the sun in the center of the solar system. It was home. It was a reunion. It was a bright light filled with everybody and everything that I've ever known and loved, all wrapped into one. Surprise party, blowout, and it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Every cliche you could imagine for heaven, nirvana, the kingdom of, whatever you want to call it, it was all of that. And just as quickly as it happened, I fall back into my body. As what it felt like is like I fell into my body, and immediately tears just start streaming from my face. And I start laughing like a madman, totally hysterical. I'm laughing like a lunatic. My girlfriend at the time has my head in her lap. She's like petting my head, like trying to shush on me. What happened? She has no idea what's going on. And the profundity of the situation was not lost on me. The reason I kept getting caught up with hysterical laughter is because the task at hand was an impossible one. I was now supposed to describe to my girlfriend something that I would never have believed anybody ever if they would have tried to describe it to me. Nobody. I don't care who it was or what words they used. I wouldn't have believed them because I didn't see it with my own eyes. And she was sitting right next to me when it happened. But, she wasn't with me where I went. So, yeah, it was that single moment that forced me into a position where I had to recognize that my options were A, pretend like that never happened, and continue on with my atheism that I have been so confident about. But if I did that, the entire foundation would be based on a lie, and I would be disingenuous to tout my atheism. Or option two, put my atheism on hold, at least while I'm figuring stuff out, recognize the reality and the validity of the experience that I had, and that's what I decided to do. And from that moment forth, my entire preoccupation in life, the only thing that I cared about was how to recreate what happened. How did I get there? How do I recreate it, make it scientific? I needed proof that it was real, that it wasn't just mental nonsense. But that's part one of the story. This story continues on. I have, if I were to say it all in one video, it may be a 2-hour long video, and I'm not exaggerating. But if you guys want to hear part two, or if you need clarification on anything that I've discussed in this part of the video, feel free to reach out and let me know. Yeah. Rock and roll.